Are dark patterns influencing your online shopping? And I don't mean the pattern of impulse buying while scrolling or ordering something online for midnight hunger pangs. Open your mobile phone and all the e-commerce apps are screaming at you to get you to spend your money, whether it's Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy, Zomato. Now, these e-commerce apps and websites are in the news for all the wrong reasons. They've been alleged of using dark patterns to influence your behavior. While that might sound sinister, it isn't really mind control. These are built-in features or design tricks which get you to do something you didn't intend to do. That could be spending more money or sharing more data, maybe staying subscribed to something you didn't want to. User experience or UX is meant to make our lives easier online, like easy navigation. But increasingly, it's being made to benefit the companies. It's not about you and me anymore. Welcome to the world of dark patterns, where the goal isn't clarity, it's conversion. You may have seen these dark patterns before and didn't even realize it. When an item is added to your online cart without your knowledge, that's called basket sneaking. It could be as simple as opt-out tip option. So you have to uncheck the box in order to not give the tip. Ola, Uber, Rapido have been under the regulatory scanner for this lately. Then you have the bait and switch, where you're lured in with a discounted object or a discounted price, and by the time you get to checkout, that's unavailable. So you have to buy the more expensive option. There's drip pricing, where the base fare is quite low. You may have seen this while booking airline tickets. So you start with a low base fare, but by the time you get to checkout, there's additional fees, this fee and that fee, and you end up paying a much larger amount. There's also confirm shaming, where websites guilt trip you into making a choice. For example, a wellness site might get you to buy a health drink, and the opt-out button will say, I don't care about my health. You may have seen the Duolingo owl, its mascot, crying when you try to cancel a subscription. And who wants to make an owl cry? These cancellation processes can take forever. In the US, Amazon was in the news for this. So their cancellation process was known internally as the Iliad flow. Iliad being the long winding classic poem. So the cancellation process took 4 pages, 5 clicks, and like 15 options, all just to cancel Prime. In India, apps are doing this too. In India, it could be called the Mahabharat flow. But consumers are not unaware, they're noticing. And while this might not be illegal, it is undermining trust in the long run. Complaints have been racking up, and the Ministry of Consumer Affairs has taken notice and taken action. In November of 2023, 13 dark patterns were identified by the government, and guidelines were issued to prevent these from happening. But the manipulation hasn't stopped. There was a high-level stakeholder meeting that was convened by the government on 28th May. In this stakeholder meeting, the objective was twofold: to get stakeholders to stop these practices, but also to commend the best practices in the industry. Companies were asked to conduct a self-audit to stop these practices from happening. While some e-commerce players have been pulled up for non-compliance, this stakeholder meeting wasn't to punish innovation, but to work with stakeholders to protect consumers. Regulation can be a bit slow, it is catching up. Enforcement is happening, but in the meantime, we can hope for the best from the government, but also stay vigilant. So read the fine print, don't rush when something says only one left. Look at the visual cues that are available, see what's guiding your behavior online. As the popular saying goes, सावधान रहें, सतर्क रहें.